All right, good morning, everybody. Just setting some stuff up here. Okay, so today we're looking at FRSX. It's not looking too bad. One concern is the pretty big gap to fill if we do cross that 66-cent line. Who knows where the bottom is going to be? I mean, the stock was trading at 54 cents before, so that's my concern with this. However, we are ranging from I guess I'd say 67 cents to a high here of 83 cents, but realistically, we're a little bit shy on that. We're probably 66 cents to about maybe 70. Hopefully that picks up a little bit though. SBFM, another stock with a big jump here, going from 83 cents all the way up to $1.09. And then we've got a pretty tight range right now as well. Beat's not looking too bad either. Another big gap up here going from, starting today around 370 all the way up to 454. It's not looking too bad though. I mean, we have hit pretty low. We are crossing maybe that 20 EMA on open. We might see a bullish push there. We've got Lizzie. Pretty spotty price action. We did have a nice jump on open here going from 73 cents to $1.08, so good range there. It's been consolidating for quite some time. We don't have a lot of volume right here, but again, this could pick up when the market opens. We have Airs, which isn't really looking like a whole lot right now, but you never know. We probably have some other stuff popping up. We can take a look at INM. Nope, nothing there. Hook, nope. MDGS. Yeah, it's not really. Even the range on this isn't great. 7 to 770 in the pre-market. What else do we got? Not a whole lot. I don't think, well, you know what? We get a lot of days like this where we don't have a lot popping up on the scanner, but we end up, you know what, Sober could do something today, so maybe we'll leave Sober open. We get a lot like this where it starts out pretty slim, and then when the market opens, we end up coming up with a bunch more stuff, where the stuff that we did come up with ends up running really hard. I feel like it's the days where we have too much and nothing's really running, where you miss the one thing that is running. So I've got somewhat high hopes for today, even though it doesn't look like the market's really decided on what it's doing yet, which I don't really like. I don't like this choppy price action on the bigger time frames, or the SPY, ES, stuff like that. Makes it hard to trade, but we'll see. All right, so market's opening here. We got FRSX so far holding, maybe. This is one I'm interested to see if it breaks down right away. Okay, well, that one's not even really moving. We do have SBFM. It is starting to move up, which is a bullish sign right off the bat. So we could go ahead and jump in on SBFM. Try to point. I'd like to try to like 0.94. Oh, we get even better here. Maybe 0.92. We're going to go for a whole dollar, even though it's a psychological barrier. And we'll go for a 0.88 stop loss. So we're going to give it 4 cents. It's going to be quite a bit, but I kind of want to have that stop loss as low as we can get it. And this puts us right below that 200. So if you can get lower than 92 cents, obviously that's going to be better. Let's see here, 92. What was that? All right, bottom of 92 here. Let's see if we drop any more. We're at 65 cents, 64 on FSRX, or FRSX. Yeah, so we are dropping down. We've got that gap to fill, so we can assume it's going to drop quite a bit here. We're hitting 91 cents here. That's not a bad place to jump in. You could jump in at 91 if you want. We might hit 90 though. So this is the next support area. I'm going to jump in at 91. We're going to hope that holds on the support. Beat's on its way up. We're seeing some selling pressure here, so we might just hold off a little bit. Pretty bullish candles all around, very green, but we are seeing that selling. Nice bump up to 93. So, I mean, every 2 cents here, you could look at taking a little bit off the table. SBFM 0.93. Could wait for 0.94 if you really want to. Lizzie not doing much. Air's not doing much. Sober. I have no idea What just happened there? Did it open super, super high and drop? It must have opened at 160 and then dropped all the way down to 144. It's not halted? Interesting. SPRB not doing much. Beats back down. So we saw that selling pressure. We're now seeing some buying pressure, which is good. That means we've kind of evened out here. Hopefully Beat here can hold. We'll take a trade maybe. What was the bottom at? 390. Try for 395. Gonna go for about 440 with a 3. Let's give it a 380 stop. So that puts us below that support area. That doesn't quite get us down to that 200, but we'll have to see if we can get a better trade going here. We did hit 94 cents, so SPFM to 94 so far. FSRX, you know what? It's holding here. We haven't seen it drop lower than 63 cents, which is a little strange, but maybe it'll hold and come back above. I would like to see it break back above the support area at 66 before we take a play on that. Beats back up a little bit. Lizzie's not going anywhere. We've got Airs not really. Very, very unreadable price action here. I feel like this one's going to go flat. Sober. Yeah, I don't really know what Sober is doing. SPRB's heading down still. We've got a couple other things we could take a look at. We've got Sin. Yeah, again, pretty spotty price action. OSCR. That one's, yeah, we're getting a lot of this price action where we're seeing some weird stuff happening right now. But this one's not looking too bad. At least we've got some big candles, so. I think Sober is probably going to be out of the question. And same with Airs, but I'm going to leave them open for a minute here. We're getting that drop on Beat to just about 390. Okay, huge drop. Going to jump in. Beat. Where are we at? 385. Just going to give it a 375 stop. I think that's pretty reasonable. You could give it 370 if you want. We're already back up to 395. And small profits. Beats 395-ish. Just taking 10 cents off the table. We were waiting for that 395 area to get into, but with that huge drop, we just you gotta take advantage of something like that. FRSX is in fact above that 0.66 area now, so we can keep that in mind. So that was a big drop, down to 382. SPFM still holding. We should probably try FRSX since it did maintain a level here. FRSX. Try for 0.66, I guess. 0.75 would be great. And then a 0.63. 64. We'll give it 64. So bottom of 64 is going to be right here. I mean, you could give it a little more if you want to, but I don't want to give it a huge amount of room. SPFM still looks sort of bullish. Beat, it looks kind of meh, but I'm pretty sure it'll start moving up here and we'll make some money. Lizzie's still kind of holding on there. Oscar not really doing a whole lot. We got some other stuff, so I think I'm going to get rid of Sober here first and foremost. WW 444. We got not really much of a range there to play with. SPFM we already got. Yeah, not a lot going on. I guess that's right now. That's really it. So we'll just continue to play what we got. Okay. Hey. Is there a stream delay? Yes, there is a stream delay on YouTube. Just a little bit. Beat back down to 385 here. It is holding around that 383 level. The only guy I take tips from. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. SPFM still holding. Might drop down to the 200 here. I'm hoping for a bounce off that. FRSX not looking too bad here. We did bounce up to 0.69. That could be a decent place to take profits. 3 cents is 3 cents. We could start with those levels again. So yeah, 0.69 is not going to look too bad to take some profits. you're probably going to want to take some more 0.71, and maybe after that 0.74. SBFM still dropping a little bit. Beats, you know, kind of all over the place in this range here, but 375 is looking fairly safe right now. Lizzie coming back pretty strong so far. Where are we hitting here? We hit pretty low. Probably have a little bit of support in this area here. So, I mean, this is probably the area I'm looking to maybe jump in on around that 77 cents if we did jump in on it. WW still climbing. SPRB still falling. Oscar still climbing as well. You know what? Maybe we need to trust Oscar here and just jump in on it. Oscar, we'll go for like a 320 entry if we can get a slight pull. Well, that's a pretty big pullback actually. Let's go for let's just give it 325 as an entry. If you can get a little lower, that's better. 345 would be probably where I'm aiming for on this, and then maybe like a 3. We could give it 10 cents, so 315. Doesn't quite get us down to VWAP, but I don't want to give it more room than that. SBFM dropping to stop, so we'll be stopping out on the remainder here. FSRX down to that 0.95 or 0.64 area. Beat still holding. Lizzie dropping back down a little bit here. Candles aren't looking too bad on it, so that's good. Airs with a massive green candle there, 350 to 367. Oscar still holding around that 360 area. We are pretty overextended. The volume's kind of low. The spread's like not terrible though. It's kind of iffy, but you know it's worth a shot. We don't have a whole lot of momentum in the market right now anyway. So if you didn't take any profits on FRSX, you're stopping out. There was an opportunity to get at least a little bit out of that, so hopefully you did manage that. We've been market where, you know, you're only really looking for a little bit, so weighing it in on the front half there. SBFM still falling, and Beats also taking a beating here, so Beats we're stopping on the remainder there as well. Yeah, so going forward, if you guys are looking to take profits, make sure that you take them fairly quickly. You see a drop down to 324 there. Yeah, take your profits quickly. Don't leave too much on the table, even if it's just small profits. It's better to walk away with some green than to get greedy. WW is still pushing too. We've got like these things with weird price action and like not very consistent volume, just making these big pushes. So I'm thinking this is where the money might be at today, which is not exactly what I want to see. But if that's what it takes, I guess that's what we'll do. Beat might come back. I'm not holding my breath on it. We did break lower on FRSX, so yeah, also not really holding my breath on that either. Lizzie's not looking too bad. It's consolidated pretty heavily here. I'm anticipating it is going to move up. I just haven't quite come to terms with that, I guess. And WW is not looking too bad. It's looking pretty good, actually, but we're pretty high. Those bands are really wide. We could see a nasty drop any second on it, so that kind of worries me a little bit. Oscar down to the 321 area, so if you were still looking for your entry, I mean, like, I would say now is probably good right on this 9 EMA. If it's going to maintain being bullish, this is probably going to be the lowest it drops. If it starts dropping further, you could probably consider cutting it unless you think that it's probably worth holding for some time to see if you can make some money off it. Lizzie up to 81 cents. You know what? Lizzie's holding pretty good here. It hasn't shown any weakness past that 0.76 area. I do think that Lizzie's probably going to be good, so Lizzie 0.77, I guess, is what we were talking about for this. Try for 0.90 on it with a maybe 0.74. That's 3 cents. It's too much. Go for 0.75, I guess. What's 7.5? Bottom of 7.5 is pretty close to the low a day, which is not really. That's pretty close, but it is what it is. FRSX still dropping. So on this 200, we might. Yeah, I don't know, right? Because it's one of those things where that 200 is pretty far away on all the other time frames. So SBFM slowly coming back. We've got Beats slowly coming back. Lizzie's all the way up at 84 cents. WW is coming down a little bit. Oscar did take a nasty dip actually down to 317. We still see a little bit of selling pressure here. Still pretty bullish on the 5-minute though so far. WW down a bit. Yeah, see, that was that nasty fall I was talking about. And again, we're back to like almost no volume on it, so keep Discord in check. Yeah, definitely. Lizzie 83 cents. SBFM not really doing much yet. FRSX does look like it's making a push. That could have been a reversal right there. This could be something to take another shot at. We do need to take opportunities, so this could be an opportunity. I'm not really quite sure how I feel about that. INM's running. We could take a look at INM. Yeah, INM. It's INM, Oscar, WWW, and Airs that are all kind of doing the same thing right now. This one's got at least a little bit more consistent volume. It's got a ramp, so that's good. 340 to 420, so that's got a good range to it. Yeah, FRSX just it's pretty shaky right now. I'm not really liking that. Airs is also running. We just need to. Am I still in Oscar? Yeah, I'm still in Oscar. I don't have like a lot of faith in Oscar right now, but you never know, right? All these things are kind of running. I do think we need to start trying to jump in on these things that are running because this is just where the momentum is for whatever reason. So maybe 370 on Airs. We're going to try for $4 on it. I could give it about 12 cents if we really had to here, but I don't think 360s, honestly, I think 360 is a pretty good spot because we built support here at 361. I mean, you could give it a couple extra cents if you want to. It might even be smart to do that. This is Airs. Oscar down to 315, so it's touching our stop. So we will be just straight stopping out on Oscar. And that was a no-go right there. But you know what? I got in lower. I didn't move that stop. Maybe that was my fault for not moving the stop down further. At the same time, those are really tight stops, so I'm not really too worried about it. Airs did dip down to 368. It might come down lower. We'll see. I'm kind of iffy on that. Lizzie's still running, so Lizzie's looking good. We can actually take some profit here. I did jump in a little late on that, but you know what? It's not looking too bad considering we're up, a whole lot on it. So, yeah, I'm gonna take profit, and then I'll say taking profit. Lizzie 0.87 or 0.88. Wherever you got out on that. I mean, you don't have to go fully out on this, but I would make sure that you scale out quite a bit on it for sure. Airs does look like it's kind of doing the same thing it did before. It's probably going to consolidate for a little bit, which is fine. FRSX, I'm still not completely cool with touching that just yet. We did see WW drop down to 450, back up to 463. The range is what kind of gets me on this. It's not super great, so I don't really like this one. Oscar, looks like it would have stopped us out, even if we moved that stop down, so that's good. INM, looks like it might hold at this 390 level. A lot of selling pressure right now on the 1 minute. 5 minutes not looking much better, so I think I might wait actually. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. That one's too risky to get into. I don't like that. Lizzie coming back down a little bit. We might load up more shares if we hit that 200. So Airs dropped down to that 365 level. That's not bad. I mean, we were looking to get in 370, so if you can get in 365. And it's not looking too bad. We know we have support here at 360. So I got lower than 370 there, right? So I'm going to move my stop down a couple cents just to give myself a little bit extra room here. What did I get? 367. So I could give myself 3 extra cents here, but I'm going to go down to 358 because anything lower than 358, and I don't really see a point. At least this gives us a little bit of room between the support area and us. WW shoots up just like that. Huge green candles. Oscar's still dropping. This could be an interesting area here at 305. We'll see if it starts to look like it's going to bounce off that 305 area. Maybe we take a shot at it. I&M, big drop. That's why we were waiting. We saw that selling pressure on the 5-minute. Still not really looking great. I'd like to see a little bit of bullish pressure here. 20 EMA could be an area. The next area I can really kind of see is this area right here. We might see a little bit of a bounce from there. Air's looking okay. WW still going. Lizzie's still kind of holding on to that 0.86 area. I do think it's going to probably come back down a little bit, which is fine. Our stop loss is like way down here. But depending where you got in, if you got in high like me, you might have to move that up, right? So what did I get in on Lizzie? I got in 80 cents. So realistically, I should probably be putting it at that 0.77 area. Can't really afford more than 3 cents. FSRD, we could take a look at that, yep. FSRD. Yep, that one's running as well, looking pretty good. 14 cents up to 22 cents is pretty huge. We are hitting a support area again here at 19 cents. So the thing with this is we cannot really afford to give this more than just 1 cent for a stop, really. But let's give it a go. FSRD, 0.19. Gonna go for 0.25 with a 0.18 stop. You really can't mess around with that. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, that gives us quite a bit of room, so that's not necessarily bad. But at the same time, you know, a lot can happen in 1 cent, so we'll have to see. I&M, still not entirely liking it just yet. We'll have to see what this looks like in a second. We've got too many things going now. You know what? Oscar's still dropping. I'm not really liking that. We can close down ES for now. That gives us a little bit more room. Even though I really think we could probably close down a lot of this because it doesn't look like much is moving. I still think FRSX could do something. I'm not quite there yet with it though. We didn't get the drop we wanted on Lizzie here. I was kind of hoping to see this back down at 0.81, but we still have some shares, so we're fine. Air's up. We're at 377 from our entry. At 367, that's 10 cents. I'll take 10 cents right now. Taking profits. Airs 377. Again, pretty slim margins here, but make sure you secure at least a fair bit of it. 91 cents on Lizzie still running. Looking pretty good here. You could look at taking a little more, actually. Taking some more profit. Lizzie, 0.92. We'll see what happens here. Might get a nice push to 0.96. What's the high day here? We're looking at $1.03, so we got a ways to go still. Air's almost at 380 here. WW making its next push. Very clean pattern, but price action still not really super readable. FSRD at 0.22, so we're going to go ahead and take some profits because that's huge. Some profit. FSRD 0.22. Might even push to 0.23 here, but I'm not really convinced I want to wait for that. No, I'm just gonna hesitate and end up losing. So if I have to take more 0.23, I will, but I'm gonna start with 0.22. Lizzie's still looking good. Air's made a push for 385. I mean, you could take a little more 385 or around that area. I would personally like about 390 out of it. So, you know, probably looking at 390 on this. Yeah, I'm still kind of iffy about WW. I&M's looking pretty good. It did dip down to 370. It's up to 410. That would have been a half decent trade. And then we have FSRD. I mean, like, I'm looking for 0.24 here for my next profit take. But I'm pretty happy with what we got so far out of it. Honestly, was not expecting to get like that much. But past 24, probably looking at 26. Probably take every 2 cents here. Because it's going to be pretty big. I mean, you could even, at this price point, you could probably take every 1 cent and it would be worth it. Here's kind of doing a little wacky stuff here. starting to think we need to rearrange these. So WW is looking good. Lizzie's looking good. Airs is looking half decent. INM's not looking bad. FSRD's looking good too. And then the rest of these can just be on the back burner because they're not really doing a whole lot. INM does look like it's topping out here, so we're going to wait a little bit. Yeah, a lot of these ended up being really good here. Look at that, all the way to 2.3, almost 2.4. So like we said, you know, every cent is going to be good, but if you want to wait for 0.24, it could push there. It really could. It was super, super close to hitting that 0.24 level. WW still up too high for me. Lizzie's looking all right still. I'm still kind of hoping, I don't know, I don't think we're going to get 0.80 on it or 0.81. We're probably looking at 0.85 now if we want to re-enter, which, you know, is not necessarily a bad thing. We are a little overextended, though. I'd like to see that pullback. So airs drop down to 360, all the way back up to 380. Yeah, airs is looking like it might be, I don't know, because that MACD's not super overextended. Volume's still looking good. We just need a little more conviction in it. INM's still looking okay here, dropping down to $4, then back up to 420. You know what? We could try INM. I think INM's looking half decent. It's building some support in this area. Do I think we can get stopped out on it? Definitely, but it might be worth the risk. $4, I'd like to hit 460 on it. I think if we get enough momentum, that's definitely possible. And then as far as the stop goes, we don't really have a ton of room here, so I'm just going to go 390. It's going to be a really tight stop. Because realistically, I don't really want to see this thing start to move down at all. If it starts to move down, it could be in trouble. So nice drop on Lizzie here down to that point. I don't even know what it dropped down to, but I want to get in on it. Lizzie, a little bit of selling pressure, but 0.85. I'm going to go for probably 0.95 on it, and then a 0.83, maybe 8.2 stop loss. We just saw 8.2 not long ago, though, so I think that's definitely a possibility that we hit down that low again. I can't really afford to give it that much room, though, so realistically, 0.83 is kind of where that stop loss is going to be, but if we can manage to get a little lower on the entry, that would be fantastic. WW still holding. We've got Lizzie. Airs. INM making a nice push. We got it just in time. We're at 440 here. Let's take profits. Okay, that's awesome. I just had a feeling, you know? Sometimes you got that feeling. Lizzie looking pretty good here. I'm more confident in it with this candle. FRSD, I don't think it's done. I think it's consolidating for a little bit here, but I think we might start to move up more. Yeah, INM's making a good move here. Let's see if it can push past. I mean, like, I would like to see 460 for the next PT. We're going for the push here, 450 right around the corner. Come on, keep going. We got some buyers. Sellers are kind of stacking around the 450 area too. It's a good PT. It's a $0.50, so you got that psychological barrier there. I think we'll push past it though. INM 403. Are you manually entering the trades, or is there an order template set up with your Discord notification bot? No, they're manual. Which is what kind of makes this like sort of ultra tricky. Putting in the alerts and also taking the trade. So It gets a little bit much sometimes, but I think that's where the live kind of helps because I can kind of talk about it and enter the trade and write the alert in whatever order seems to work best for me. We do have Laxu halting here, but honestly, it's kind of in a price range I'm not too fond of. Let's try it though. Let's see what's up with that. Nothing's up with that. We don't care about that. FRSX not doing anything. Lizzie, yeah, Lizzie's still holding. Air is still doing okay. INM did take a little bit of a nasty drop. We came very close to that next PT within 3 cents. So this is one of those points where, like, if you're a stickler for the price targets, you probably missed out. If you weren't, maybe you walked away with some more profits there. In any case, though, I don't think it's done. I think it's just a pullback. Just going over the old ones, seeing if there's anything new. We got a couple things new. I'm gonna get rid of this because honestly, yeah, out of everything, oh, you know what? It's tough. I'm gonna get rid of SPRB though. Tin V had a massive run here. Well, not massive. Yeah, no, you know what? Massive. That was about a $10 to $15 is pretty big, but not really what we want to be trading. We got SRAD. Nope, don't like that. XGN. I really don't like the ticker. $3 to $3.80. It's got a good range. Price action's kind of all over the place though. I think we might just leave this one alone. CMMB. Yeah, I don't like that either. Vino. Nope. Okay, so we're still good with what we got then. Lizzie made its move up to 0.88. So where did we get in on Lizzie? Have to check. 0.85. So anywhere 0.85. If you're 3 cents up on Lizzie, you should take it. You should definitely take it. So, you know, our first PT is going to be 0.88. Probably 0.91 after that. And then I would like to hit a new high here. So I'm hoping for like 0.94 after that, but we'll have to see. FSRD did take a little bit of a drop down to the 20 EMA. It does look like it's bouncing off, looking like sort of healthy. What does the 5 minute look like? It lost selling pressure on the last 5 minute, but this one's looking like it's got a lot of buying pressure kind of propping it up, so I think we're okay for now. Lizzie making another push here. So like I said, 0.88, make sure you take some profits. Air is pushing back up, so we're seeing that around the 382 level. You know what? If you hit 385, you might want to just take some profit. Even if it's not quite 385, depending where you took profits last, I guess. As long as you have like 5 cents or more of profit, it's probably worth taking. INM crosses that next PT here at 460. So, do I think it's done now? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think so, though. I mean, like, the 1 minute looks okay. The 5 minute looks okay. So, I'm going to say next PT 480. Don't have a whole lot left now, but, I mean, every little penny counts, I guess. Air's hitting 385 there, so make sure you do take some airs there at 385. As long as you're more than 5 cents up on it. Lizzie still really not doing a whole lot. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is our stop loss is, you know, within the volatility wick range. Could definitely hit that pretty easily. 5 minutes not looking too bad. We are seeing a lot of selling pressure on Lizzie, but we do have a lot of support on the 5 minute scale. We've got VWAP right below us. We've got the 9 EMA. We've got the 20 EMA. So I think we're maybe okay. Hopefully. INM still looks pretty good. FRSX not doing anything. SPFM not doing anything. Beat not doing anything. Vino not doing much. FSRD, yeah, still kind of iffy on this. This could be a reversal candle. We've got 3 minutes for this to decide, though, so we'll see. On the 1 minute, we've had a couple areas where we're thinking this could turn back around and start heading back up. Air's going for the push here to 390, so Again, you know what? 390, not a terrible place to take profits. We're not walking away with a ton off this, so it's just small scale outs all the way up, I guess. INM possibly will run again. Yeah, it seems we're losing a little bit of the momentum in the market right now, but that's okay. QR tab is halting again. The stock has just been going nuts like the last couple days. Looks like we might have bottomed out around $5 on this. This could be going for a decent run here, but we're already at 10 bucks on it, or 9 bucks, so. Ayers looks like it still wants to try to push. Yeah, Lizzie worrying me a little bit here. Bottom band opening up, that's not a good sign. You could cut here if you're worried, just to preserve capital. We have made some money on this. Ayers pushes to 398, almost $4. Definitely a good place to make some profits here. So making profits, Ayers 395-ish. Beat. Let's take a look at Beat. Yeah, maybe Beat. I'm not really convinced on anything happening with Beat yet. We've got like no volume. It is just crossing on that MACD, and that's usually a good sign, but if we've got no volume with it, it's kind of hard to say what's going to happen. So for Ayers, I mean, I'm probably looking now at probably 410 to take out the rest, because I don't really have a lot left in this. But we'll see. Lizzie's not looking too bad. I mean, we're seeing that bullish pressure picking it back up, so that's definitely good to see. We don't really have any support in the area to drop down to, like, well, very, very, very slim support in this area, so yeah. It could hold here. I would still be definitely prepared to stop out on the remainder. INM's still looking good on the 1 minute. Even on the 5 minute, doesn't look too bad. Might see a pullback down to the 420 range. FSRD looks like it should turn around here, but who really knows? This one's like a very, very, very cheap stock. I'm dropping a little bit. There we go. Lizzie with a nice little pump back up to that 0.88 area. INM back up a little bit. What's the 5 minute look like now? Definitely bullish. We're definitely bullish on the 5 minute. In fact, this might even turn green, which would be cool. There we go. We can get rid of this. We're looking for that 480 zone. FSRD, nice little pump again. Back to 0.22 here. Still looking for 0.24 on the next one. Jump back in on Ayers. Ooh, this is a tough one. I would, yeah, you know what? I think I'm good to load up on Ayers here. I'm going to give that a go. It looks pretty risky, but it could be worth it. I'd like 365 as an entry, but I think 370 is probably going to be closer to the truth here. Obviously, I kind of want to go for $4 on it, and we're going to go for like a 10-cent stop. I don't really want to give it too much room, so 355. Yeah, you know what? 355 doesn't look too bad for an entry. Or for a stop, I mean. We're moving up, so you know what? Good, yeah, good call on that. This looks like a decent recovery opportunity. Lizzie still kind of doing nothing. It did stop at that 0.88 level and drop back down. This looks like it could be dead, which is a big pain. INM making that push. We might see 480 here pretty quick. Definitely bullish on the 5-minute. FSRD, yeah, still looking okay on the 5-minute as well. It looks like we've completed our pullback phase and we should be getting ready to run again. QR tab, massive spikes here going from, man, this thing started today around $7 and it's like $11 now. Almost no candles to play off of. Like, this is the 1-minute. It's like nothing. Air's still looking okay. Lizzie, again, big push. Almost 0.89 here. There you go, 0.89. There's resistance in that area, so I'd be surprised to see us blow through it. But you know what? If you were iffy about the trade, and you still are, this could be a good place to take more off the table so that you're not averaging down. Come on, INM. You're so close to 480. Make that push. You literally got to 474 there. Nope, not going to do it. It's not ready yet. Got to give it time, I think. Oh, hold on, hold on. Come on. Where do we take profits last on this? Yeah, 460. You know what? 475 is not bad if you want to take some more there. Seeing a little bit of a drop on airs here. We're kind of hoping that it holds like right here in this area. Maybe even a little higher. Right there. So we'll see. So far, so good. Come on, FSRD. Let's go. Hopefully we see a nice push here. We're so close on FSRD. We're pushing 0.90 here on Lizzie. That's not a bad place to take some profits, but I'm still kind of holding out for that 0.91. I'm surprised to see we're actually making the move. We're hitting pretty low on airs here. I'd say if we break down lower than this, I would really... Yeah, I would say even a 360 stop is probably in our best interest. Just to preserve capital, no matter where you got in, you don't really need a ton of room on this. 360 is not looking. 355, you got a lot of room there. Like maybe if you were really intent on holding it, but oh hell yeah, we pushed to 2.3 here on FSRD. We just need that 0.24. Let's get it. Come on, FSRD, move. 0.91 on Lizzie. I was honestly kind of iffy about Lizzie, but I'm glad it's working out. All right, so we did stop out that 360 level. It is going to it's going to go right back up now, isn't it? He just did that to prove a point. That's okay. We'll see. Lizzie is taking a little bit of a fall here. INM didn't quite hit it. We got up to 475. So, like I said, 475, not the worst place in the world to take some profits. Yeah, everything else is kind of being beaten down right now. QR TED could be a really good trade. It's kind of hard to say for sure, though. All right, we're up to 0.91 again here on Lizzie. I'd like to see that push to 0.94. There's actually a couple things I would like to see push, including errors, because if you still had that 355 stop out, it would have saved you. It would have saved you. INM's not dead yet, I would say. It's probably going to hit that 445, 446 area. Go for a bounce. We don't want it to break down lower than that 435 area. That's for sure. Although if this is a major pullback, it could. This could be the second major pullback that we're getting close to. Hoping Airs does, yeah, definitely. Like, it looks half decent right now. Like, this candle doesn't really, but the last couple ones are pretty bullish. Actually, you know what? This one's filling out nicely too, so you might be in luck. This could just go right back up. I could have stopped out on this for no reason. FSRD looks like it wants to make that push. We got lots of sell orders at that 23.25 area. Lots and lots. We got lots of buyers at the bottom of 23 though, so I mean this could go either way right now, but I think we might actually make the push here. Air's looking half decent. Lizzie pushed a little bit more as well. INM's not looking too bad here. A little consolidation. Lizzie with a little bit of a nasty drop there. Let's see if we can hold and make a return. FSRD still holding in that area. I do think it's still pretty bullish. Yeah, 5-minute candle says otherwise, and it's about to close, so we might end up coming back down a little bit again on FSRD. What do we have for trades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 10 trades. I don't even know how I do that every single day, where I'm like, either by the time I count, it's either 9 or 10 trades I've already taken where I'm supposed to stop. But it happens. Never gone over yet, so FSRD might want to make this push. That would be really cool if it did. Yeah, 5-minute actually closed pretty well, so that could be bullish still. Air's pretty iffy still. It's not really pushing much higher than that 373 area, which kind of sucks, but it might get there. I think WW is probably dead. It's got a long ways down it could come, so. Any new tickers? Not really. Got Addo. Nope, don't like that. And I think that's it. Go back to QR tab. It's around the 20. This could be an area to bounce off of, but yeah, who really knows with a stock like this? INM back down. We've got FSRD. It still looks like it wants to make that push, but honestly, I don't know if we're going to get higher than 2.3. It might not even get higher. If it touches 2.4, it might not get higher than 2.4. So I definitely wouldn't be holding, if we do hit 2.4, I wouldn't be holding a lot past that, that's for sure. But I think that's a pretty good win on FSRD, 0.19 to 0.23, 4 cents on it. Lizzie down pretty big. This could be another opportunity to jump back in on Lizzie around 0.84, but it's kind of hard to say. Once you start getting close to that hour mark being done, things die off for a little bit. People in the futures chat look bored. That's never a good sign. Let's go. That is not what I meant to do. Seeing the bottom of that range of 373, so that's might not be a bad area. We got some support in this area. This could be a good area to kind of try to go long. Who knows? Who knows? FSRD took a little bit of a drop there. Still looking pretty bullish on the 5 minute. 1 minute, not so much. Yeah, air is kind of iffy. I'm really not seeing other entry opportunities for you guys either, which is another kind of crappy thing, I guess, but it is what it is. Don't want to force stuff, that's for sure. Buying on VWAP for Lizzie would be an okay idea, but there's not a ton of profit there. You're going from like 0.8, well, 0.86 isn't that bad. If you can bring that back up to 0.91, that's like 4%. ES is a little bit meh, yeah. We'll see. We'll see about ES. I think it might hold in this area here, though. 39.73-ish. FRSX does look like it wants to curl. We haven't broken into a new low. So that's definitely something. You could get in around 0.61. Maybe we see this back up to 0.66. I think it might actually be worth a shot. It's tough to say, though. Stocks with no volume make it very hard to read what's going on. Look at that bounce. That would have been 3 points in profit. FSRD looking like it's giving it back for right now. We are seeing a pretty big pullback. I expect to hold in this area here. Ayers just looks like it's consolidating. I'll have some support in that area. Probably running into resistance there. INM still kind of flirting with that 480 zone. I think we'll get it. It's just gonna take a while. Because I would be surprised to see this hit our stop down at 390. This was a pretty decent win. Yeah, that 1 minute actually closed really good. Still seeing some buying pressure here, so I'm okay with this. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much moving at all right now, which is kind of a pain. Definitely nothing new. Oof, 20% down, TTCF. Let's take a look at that just for fun. My lord, look at that. 330 all the way down to 250. That would have been a nice short. Where's the chart? It's been on a pretty big drop for quite some time. Bad earnings, I guess. Yeah. Yikes. Remember when people were like all over Tattooed Chef saying this thing was going to be great? Yep. Dumpster diving is right. Yep. Looking at the deep reds for the day. I doubt there's any opportunities here. I don't know though. Tattooed Chef, if it's down 20% today, you might be able to buy in going long and just expect it to recover from bag holders. Maybe. Can't be certain though. Lizzie down, stopping us on the remainder, which is fine because we hit two of the 3 PTs we had. Most of it was already out. FSRD is holding on that support area for now. 5 minutes, still looking okay. I mean, it closes in a minute and a half, so we'll see what that candle closes like in a little bit here. INM, still kind of iffy on this. I don't think we're moving very much on this. The last 5 minute was bullish. This one's kind of undecided right now. FSRD, yeah, still kind of just doing its thing. WW is just dead, so I wouldn't worry about that. FS, yeah, I still believe in that. I don't think SBFM is going to do anything. So if you guys are going to play anything in the afternoon, why does it keep going back down there? There we go. If you guys are going to play anything today, I think FSRD is not looking too bad. Lizzie's not looking too bad. Ayers is looking sort of all right. I stopped out like a idiot for no reason, just because I wanted to have a tighter stop that I really didn't need. So if you're still in it, it might actually pay off. That could be a good thing. INM's not looking too bad. It's really annoying that it's doing that now, and I have no idea why. Yeah, INM's not looking too bad. FRSX doesn't look good right now, but I think this is going to come back later. I was kind of worried for a second there. I thought it kicked everyone out of the room. Yeah, INM still looks good. I'm still banking on 480 here. I think we're going to get that. Not so sure about Ayers. Lizzie, probably a good opportunity to buy down here, honestly. I'm going to put a call out for it. Lizzie, like 0.83. I think 0.91 is pretty realistic. And a 0.81 stop. Yeah, this is getting boring for the last couple minutes. Not as boring as yesterday, thank God, but still not really entertaining. I gotta say, there's really not a whole lot going on in the market. It's pretty dead. Damn, man, I should have added AMD when it was at 60. I held too long. Or held out too long, I guess. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we're basically out of time. We're not taking any more trades right now, so I'll just go over the tracker quickly, and then I'll let you guys get on with your day. So let's go money board. No, that's not right. There's something wrong with that. Oh, and I just somehow locked my thing because I cannot. Oh, okay, there we go. I think I fixed it. What the hell happened there? Let's take a look quickly. There we go, fixed it. I think I fixed it. Something didn't load correctly. I wish I made 8 grand today. 946 bucks today. It's 2% on the portfolio. 83.2% win rate. Not looking too bad. 2 losses today. It's not the best, but you know what? We did okay. Now it's too small. There we go. Losses were Oscar and nope, that's still not right. I'll have to fix that. But we definitely did not take a 14% loss on Airs. So what is Airs priced at? Oh yeah, hang on, I think I figured it out. Something went wrong with the data entry. Yeah, why is it's not putting in the whole dollar there? That's supposed to be 370 and then 360. That should look right. There we go, 2%. That's what I was looking for. Anyways, yeah, Airs and Oscar, 2 losses. Our big one was FSRD for 21%. 4% doesn't look like a lot, but when you get it on that like super penny stock stuff, oh man, did I just put this in the same area? I did. Really bad at that. Anyways, yeah, it's not looking, too bad. FSRD, kind of risky because you can only have like a 1% stop, but when you make 4 or 5% on something like that, it really pays off. INM was pretty good, bigger stock we saw, but you know what? We still managed to pull off a pretty decent win on it, but that was like really it. Lizzie was okay too. I'll give Lizzie that. We made a couple good trades on it. Couple or just one? No, yeah, a couple. We got 2 trades on it. But yeah, all in all, it was not too bad. FSRD still looks like it's holding on this 20 cent area, pushing to 22 cents. You could even range trade 2 cents here, and that would be making a killing all day long. INM, we're still holding on to some INM. We're still holding on to some FSRD. Lizzie's gone. Airs looks like it's gone as well. But all in all, it's like we didn't do too bad today. INM, I think, is still going to hit 480, so I'm still holding out for that. FSRD, still hoping for 0.24 or 0.26. We'll see how far we can push with this, but, that's what I'm kind of hoping for on these. But yeah, if you're going to play anything today, I'd probably stick to... Right now, definitely Lizzie, FSRD, and INM. I don't know what Airs is going to do here. It might drop down to the 200 and bounce. So that's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, besides that, maybe if you've got scanners, keep your scanners open. We got one other thing that just popped up, TNXP. There you go. TNXP is not looking too bad. The range on it is 50 cents to 60 cents, which is pretty okay. I think this could be worth a play, so keep that in mind as well. TNXP is not looking bad. But other than that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Hopefully you guys made some money today, and hopefully your afternoon is fruitful with gains as well, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.